Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I'm going to show you how to draw this. Just a few pretty much easy steps. I'm going to show you from the start to the finish. So we're going to get an ellipse. Doesn't really matter what size. I hit the plus key on my keyboard. I'm going to hold down the control button so it stays even. You can either do that or just hit T and it'll put them both to the top. I'm going to grab the Smart Fill tool and I'm going to fill that in, and I'm going to make one part of the leaf. Now I'm going to take that and I'm going to left click, right click, and then I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate, and I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to get the rotation to there and I'm going to rotate it. Now I'm going to group it together. I'm going to Control D to make a duplicate. I'm going to put the duplicate up there and I'm going to make it smaller by grabbing one of the out corners and bring it in. Now I'm going to make my path. The easiest way I know how to make a path like that is just use your 2-point line or your 3-point curve line, and then give it a little bit of a curve. Now we need to check with the shape tool, and it's going basically the wrong direction. So we're going to grab it and right click and reverse subpath. So now our arrow's going up. Hopefully that's right. And then we're going to grab this flower or these leaves and put it right there on the corner. Double click and move the rotation of that corner. Grab one of the handles and try to get it. I didn't get it very much in the corner. Let's zoom in here. So let's move that over. And that's pretty good. Now we need to do the same to this. And what that does when we blend it, it's going to help give us that angle. And that's pretty good. I'm going to rotate it just a little bit. So I'm going to double click on the X, move the rotation there, and just rotate a little bit. Now, and you could add a third flower in the middle, and it might even help with this design. Now I'm going to shift select both these sets of leaves. I'm going to go to Effects and Blend. I'm going to blend them 13 times. I mean, that may be too many, so I'm going to go 11. That might work. I'm going to go here and get New Path, put it on our path, and look at that. Probably still a little bit too many, so we can go downhill another to 10 and change it. We don't want them too close together. Now, this is where it's pretty important to find out how big this is. It's the X is almost 12 inches, so we'll set our nudge factor on 13. We're going to select it all. We're going to go to Object and break the blend apart, and then grab that red line. Then we're going to go to our Artistic Media tool, check on that right there, and this is a good one with a rounded end, and we're going to put it right there. And then you have to go up or down. I'm going to make this a little bit thinner, so I'm going to go downhill. Now, while that's selected, go to Object and break it apart, because inside there is that line. Can't really see it, but I'm going to make it black and keep it. Now what I can do is take this and left click, right click, and nudge it right back to our flower. Then I can actually take this line, which should be right in the middle, and nudge it right back. That's pretty cool. So what we can do now, and the reason I wanted that, well, I don't really need that line. Let me back up. Maybe we don't need that line. Well, we will in just a second. Tell you what we can do is take the Smart Fill tool and make these black on this side. It doesn't really matter what side you pick, but fill these in with black. And you could actually fill the other ones in with white, but I just made it transparent. Now what I'd like to do is take this line, try to grab just the line, our Artistic Media tool, and see, now you see you have a middle, but we need to lengthen this line so it won't leak. We're going to color it in. So just lengthen it a little bit. Now, since that one is black on this side, we want it to be black on the opposite side. So we're going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. And then we can move that over. I'm actually going to move it to the right because I need that entire thing. I don't need that line anymore, but I need, so that's half the line. Now, so I'm nudged the whole time. And you could actually probably take away that outline. Um, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go ahead and fill these in with white because I'm going to take away all the lines. So I'm going to bring in a yellow box so we can see them turn white. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And I'm going to grab the Smart Fill tool and set it on white, or really any color. So I'm going to fill these in with white. And actually, I probably want to move my line back and fill in that other half line with white. So I'm making this a little bit different than the original. I'm going to take this line and move it over and fill, well, I need my other line. There we go. Now I'm going to get the Smart Fill tool and fill that in with white. Worked perfectly. Now we can select all of it and move it right back. And I'm going to take the entire thing and I'm going to left click no outline. So we just have that factor. Now let's move the yellow box out of the way for just a second. You can't see my white anymore. Matter of fact, let's do this so you can see it. I'm going to go ahead and right click an outline. And I'm going to grab the entire thing and then hit holding down the shift key, double click on the rectangle tool, and that put a rectangle around the top. Now I can take this box and grab this one and elongate a little bit. Let's go ahead and move our box back. So that's what we kind of have. Now we're going to take away the lines. So I'm going to grab all the leaf and I'm going to right click no outline. Then of course I would fill my, what we could do. Let's get rid of that box and let's make this one yellow and go up to Object, Order, Backup Page. And there you have that design. And you don't have to use yellow, you don't have to use white or black, but it's pretty cool because it goes from black to white. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.